Okay, here we are at 13623 Morrison Street in Sherman Oaks. We're running from a clean out here in the back of the house. We're at the city sewer. I'm going to bring the camera back, so your responsibility is going to start from this edge right here coming back. So this is the 6-inch pipe out in the street, which to me looks very clean. Yeah, look, that's why I was asking her, have they hydrojetted it? Because it was just almost spotless in the 6-inch. See, very,
clay pipe?
this is clay pipe, 6-inch. The couplings all look good. No roots, no cracks. I mean, this 6-inch is almost perfect. I did see a little bit of a root when we come onto the property.
So this could be a 6-inch clay pipe until what point?
To the property line.
To the property line.
Yeah, and I'll tell you when we come on right now.
You're going to be able to see the...
You're going to see the change, yeah. So this is still on city property. So now, see we're coming up. It's going to transition to 4-inch. Difficult to see, but hard to get that angle. But right at the back end of this Y, what this is a 6-inch by 4-inch Y. So you have a 6-inch horizontal, 4-inch vertical going up. The back end of that looks like there's a little bit of roots. It's really hard to see right now. But when I was going in, I saw it for a second. But it's really hard to see because you see the water's coming off the lens now. There's a little bit of a minor root there, very, very minor.
The roofing, what is that?
Just coming through the back end of that Y. Just a little bit of a hair. Nothing.
What that means to you is every couple of years you're just going to have to
Clean it.
So the roots will just get more hairy or bigger? At that.
They'll just bush out a little bit.
It's not gonna
It's such a small root that I saw. I'm just informing you there is a little bit of root. It's a common to have roots with the 4x6. So most of the houses are like that. So as we come back, this is all 4-inch. The thing to me, this is all clean.
What's it made out of?
This, it looks like there's a little bit of ABS. This looks like dark clay to me. Right now it looks like ABS plastic, but this is like, well, typically it is 4-inch clay from the house we were processing. Some people upgrade and put plastic in. To me, this still looks like the original clay pipe.
So today, if you were to just like do it in,
I would do it in ABS plastic or polyethylene. See, it's very dark, so it's really hard to tell what kind of pipe it is. But I can see how short the couplings are, so that tells me it's a short pipe. It's most likely clay. So as I come back, you see there's another coupling. So the couplings are every 4 or 5 feet, so it has to be clay. ABS plastic doesn't come in 4 or 5 foot sections. It's 10 and 20. So this is going to be clay. It's just a very dark type of clay.
So this is original.
This is the original sewer line, and what I'm saying is the 4-inch looks very clean. That's why I was asking her, did they hydrojet it? Because to me, this looks very clean. You see?
You're saying that isn't a bad thing.
No, usually
She's so pretty. She's too pretty.
I usually see just a little bit of roots.
Well, they just did it. It was a couple days ago.
So see now we go to ABS plastic. You see the pipe change? It's actually glowing a little bit from the light. This is all ABS plastic coming back, so they replaced some of it in the front yard there. And I'll tell you when we start coming underneath the house. Okay, so there's the clean out outside in the front. So now we're coming underneath the house. ABS plastic, and then we go to cast iron pipe. You see the cast iron, you can see there's some grease buildup on the inside, that white stuff. That's grease. And you can see how it's holding the water. That's what happens when you have grease buildup. You get a little valley in the pipe and you get water standing. What's good? Not from this point. They jet it from that clean out.
From that clean out forward.
You can't jet from this clean out. I'll tell you why. There's a sand T. There's a T. So you can't go past the T with a hydrojet. But you can see.
So how do you get rid of the grease?
Right, is that bad? Water's in there, or?
It's not good. How to get rid of the grease? The best way I'll tell you. Put a clean out in the front going upstream. Put the jetter upstream and suck everything out. Because the way my nozzle works, I'll show you my truck. It has 2 nozzles pointing backwards and 1 pointing forward. So if I can get that nozzle to go upstream and then turn it on, the head spins and these 2 nozzles pointing back suck all the stuff out on the diameter of the pipe and sucks everything out. So to get that out, I mean, you can jet it from here. I'd have to go with a really small hose. I can't go with the standard 3/8 hose. I'd have to go with a 1/2 inch hose. I could probably get it past that turn.
What are the concerns when we're leaving it the way it is?
What happens is, I'll tell you, with this stuff here, it gets very sticky. So when you're flushing, let's say toilet paper, it's gonna get stuck. Then you get like a paper towel, and it'll get stuck on that grease, and then eventually what you have is you have a buildup of paper, what we call a soft stoppage.
But you're saying that they didn't hydrogen it, but
Not
you don't
from-
see any paper?
No, they didn't hydrojet the pipe from here
Right.
to the house. They did it from the house out to the
Do
street.
you see anything
But
that would
currently there's
indicate a
nothing
soft?
No, but you can see the buildup.
Yeah.
It could eventually. Right now, it's flowing, but this line hasn't been maintained. You see all those chunks of grease?
Yeah.
This line definitely needs to be cleaned underneath the house.
Could you just, snake it from here?
You can snake it, but with the snake, what it does is just break it up, and then maybe you can run a lot of water and get it out. With the jetter, it's a much better job. What it does is sucks out. You can see here we have a lot of buildup of grease. You see, that's where the kitchen is. There's the kitchen connection. You can see here it's just completely caked up. See all that white?
Yeah.
So it definitely needs to be cleaned. But from what I see, the cat.
Nothing that needs to be done immediately or anything like that.
Nothing needs to be done immediately, but keep it in mind. You see, now that we're past the kitchen, you see how it clears up?
Yep.
Now we're past the kitchen, you can actually see a round pipe. So this coming back looks good. See, the cast iron looks like it's in good shape. You do have a little bit of rust build up on the sides, but that's very minor.
Hey, if you were, what, 60 years old?
See there? See
There's
that?
something.
That's a wipey. So you can't dump wipeys down the toilet. So see how they sit in the line?
Uh-huh.
So if you have a caked up of those things, you're never gonna be able to clear it. Because you go in and it's so smushed up everything, it's like oatmeal. You pop through it with a snake, and when you bring it back, it just closes in on itself. So you can't dump these kind of things down the toilet.
Just toilet paper.
Just toilet paper. So we're gonna keep coming back, and the cast iron looks good coming back. You can see slight little rust build up.
And that's real quick, sorry. How much would it cost to?
I'm gonna go over that with you.
Okay.
So we're gonna keep coming back. Goes back to ABS plastic. That means they did a little repair here underneath the house. And I'll show you. This comes ABS plastic. ABS plastic. This is all good pipe. And I'm gonna comes up on a 45 degree, and you see the T. So you see that? You see the T that I come into?
Yeah.
You see that? It's a 90-degree turn. So it's very hard. I mean, it's close. I can try to get the jetter past there with my big hose. It's a 50-50. Preferably,
It's
here
just
we-
too much.
I'm too much? You guys want to say hi?
Hello.